The PowerKast Progression Radio with Power.
What up, everybody, and welcome back to the PowerKast Progression Radio with Power. And tonight we got the man, Marky Marc, back in the house.
What's going on, everybody?
We just did a PowerKast last night. It was about drama with DK Oldies and Royal Rumble talk. And yeah, we usually don't do episodes this quick, but hey, fuck it.
It worked.
Well, we told people we're going to do a lot of episodes this year, you know?
Hell yeah, we are delivering.
Tonight, we're going on the subject of music bands, artists, rap and rock, or it can be any genre. Growing up, I was a big rock guy, and then later on I got into rap, so I'm more of the rap rock kind of thing. What about you?
I'm definitely hard rock.
Hard rock.
I like what you call, I guess you call it the rap core. I like that. You know, like your Linkin Park, From Ashes to New. They're a new band that's kind of like Linkin Park. Limp
What about
Bizkit.
you? Like punk, ska? You like that stuff? 80s?
It's okay. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but I respect it.
Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place. Like nowadays, my music taste is like totally different from when I was young. I mean, it's still kind of the same, but I tend to like more stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
As you get older, you know, your mind kind of matures and you know, you start to get into different stuff. But we're going to go back and forth on here. So first, it's going to be our top bands, our favorite bands that we like, you know, maybe like a top 10. And then after that, it's going to be shittiest bands, the worst fucking bands we don't like.
Yeah.
And it can be rap, it can be rock, it can be pop music, it doesn't matter. Like whatever you don't like, let's hear it.
Country.
Oh, I forgot about country. But I got a decent list, and I got at the end we're gonna do some honorable mentions. You know, bands we forgot or we couldn't fit in. You know, so I'll go first. Number one. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be like a number one, number two, but let's just say off the top of my head, the first band.
We'll just throw out bands that come to our heads.
Yeah. The first band that comes to my head that you know I grew up really a big fan. They're like rock / metal / like industrial. Evil Disco, Static X.
Gotta love Static X.
Oh, they kick ass, man.
We're going to a concert. Me, Charles, and Jen.
Yep. Oh, it's gonna be rocking, dude.
What's that in April? I
Yeah,
think we're in April.
it's gonna be wild. Fear Factory's gonna be there. Dope, Twisted. That's gonna be a hell of a show.
That's gonna be a night to remember. That's for sure.
But rest in peace, Wayne Static. He passed away years ago, which is still crazy to me. Doesn't feel like he really died, but he did. Drugs and shit. But growing up, I first heard them when Machine came out. Machine was probably my favorite Static X album next to Shadow Zone. And I just remember like that band just sounded very different to me. They sounded very fast and like da-da-da-da-da, but like he looked like the Slim Jim guy. And it was just wild. I was like, man, these guys are cool. And their music just didn't sound like anybody else. You know, they were like new metal, but they were like good new metal that's actually aged well. You know, some new metal bands have aged terribly. But Static X still rocks, man. Even without Wayne, like the new singer that replaced them is still good. The guy from Dope. And Static X kicks ass. They only have like maybe one album I don't like, and all their other shit, awesome, dude.
Oh yeah,
Static X.
another band that's going to be at that show. You forgot to mention. It just came to my brain right now. Mushroom Head.
Yeah, they're fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're going to be there.
I've seen them once, but I don't remember it very well for some reason.
Yeah.
But they're
Which
good.
Mushroom Head is very similar to Slipknot.
Yeah, they're kind of like the alternative Slipknot.
Yeah.
But I'm going Static X. What band comes off the top of your head next?
See, a band that comes off the top of my head, and they have such a unique style. Look, you know it's them. Like it's Korn, the band Korn. Like when they, you know what I mean? When they play that guitar, you know it's Korn, and they're gonna fuck shit up.
Korn is awesome.
I gotta go with Korn. Like I've had some great memories listening to Korn.
Dude, Korn kicks ass, man. Have you seen them live?
I have. I was lucky enough to see them live.
They're amazing live. Every song sounds just like the album.
I think it was either Mayhem Fest or Uproar Festival. It was one of those. I was able to see Korn, and it was great.
Yeah, I seen them at Mayhem Fest in like 2011 or something. I actually seen them twice, but amazing. I really like Korn too. When I was younger, I didn't care for them. I was always more into Limp Bizkit, but as I got older, I really grew to appreciate Korn more.
Oh yeah.
All right, another band for me. I'm gonna say The Offspring. The Offspring was like I mean, later on they went pop punk, but in the original era they were more like just a punk band. But then obviously they got mainstream, they sold out, they changed their style. But man, like the early mid '90 era when like Smash came out, like I that's my favorite era of Offspring. And they had some really kick-ass music. Some of their stuff even sounds grunge, like during the Nirvana era and shit. Later on, after the 2000 era, they kind of I don't care for them anymore. They kind of got shitty, but man, like '90s and like early 2000 Offspring. Yep.
Okay, cool. So the next band that comes to my mind is Disturbed. One of my favorites growing up. Down with the Sickness, The Game. Those songs were my shit. Indestructible. I used to jog. When I was younger, I lost a lot of weight, and I would jog up and down Ford Road in Canton, and I would be listening to Disturbed, and that's what got me going, man. Like it hit you in the chest, and it's like it's what you needed to get that strength to work out, go for that jog.
Yeah, their first album, Sickness, that was my favorite, honestly.
Now, to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of some of their new stuff. Um, I haven't heard. I mean, I haven't really sat down and listened to their newest album that just came out not too long ago. But I know the album before that, I was a little disappointed in it. To me, it just didn't feel like Disturbed, but I respect it. It was a little mellow for me.
Yeah, when they first started out, they were more like goth, not goth, but they were like horror rock or something. They were more dark. Like during the
Yep.
Sickness, remember how dark they were? It was like a horror.
Yeah.
But then they changed. Now they're more like hard rock. Which whatever, they're still good, but man, like the Sickness was still their best shit. I
Yeah.
lost track. I lost track after Indestructible. After that era, I lost track with Disturbed. I don't know. But I like Disturbed too. They're in my top.
I liked Asylum. I really liked, but then after that, that's when, to me, they kind of they mellowed out a little bit. Like I like hard rock, but to me, like some of their stuff was just. I know
Okay.
everyone loves Sound of Silence, and it's a great song, but it's like it just to me it got overplayed, and it was just like I don't want to. I get it. He's got a great voice, but I just it's like I want to rock out. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that's unpopular opinion because everyone loves that song, and they're probably like, "What is your problem? That's one of their best songs. Like, it's amazing." But it's just my opinion. Like,
He
I
looks like
want,
the guy, he looks like the guy from the host of Deal or No Deal.
yeah. But I love Disturb and I respect them. Just I haven't followed them as much.
No, I heard they're not that good live, but
I've seen them live.
are they
I
good?
I had a good time.
One day I'll see them live. Next band for me. Okay, I don't like his new stuff. I don't really even follow Rob anymore. I don't, but I'm gonna have to say, I mean, I still like Rob Zombie. I do. I'm not into him as much as I used to. But I'm gonna say Rob/White Zombie.
Okay. I actually saw a Rob Zombie show. Have you ever seen one?
Yeah, once.
It was good.
Yeah, he's good live. He puts on a good show.
I think it was at, like I said, I think it was either Mayhem Fest or Uproar is one of them. I saw. I don't remember. It's been a while. I
I
went
seen
to
him at
so
him.
I went to so many of those festivals. I can't even keep track anymore.
Like to me, his best shit was Hillbilly Deluxe. Like that Hellbilly Deluxe. Like that was the shit. And like Sinister Urge.
Yeah.
But then after like remember Sinister Urge with Edge's theme, Never Gonna Stop. After that, he did like Educated Horses, and then he dropped the horror stuff and was being more himself. I'm like, nah. And now it's like he just does movies and like he did Hellbilly Deluxe 2 and like it was nothing like the original. I'm like,
And he directed the Munsters reboot or something like that.
yeah, I heard that shit's whack. That shit's horrible.
Yeah.
But I still love Rob Zombie. I still respect him. He's wicked. Like he's cool. But like I just like his old shit, in White Zombie, that era. My dad first showed me them when I was a kid, and I was like, man, this guy's hardcore.
Yeah.
Plus, he was in Twisted Metal, and he was in the Twisted Metal game, and he did like the soundtrack for a few of them, like 3 and shit. So I'm gonna have to go Rob Zombie, the old shit.
Yeah. The next band I'm gonna talk about, Godsmack. Love me some Godsmack.
You were crying like a bitch. You don't know what.
Stand alone. Yeah,
Scorp-
great. I love Godsmack. I loved all their songs. Like to me they haven't had one bad song. Like they all
Yeah,
kind of sound similar.
I lost track after Voodoo. Like Voodoo
Yeah,
was like really popular back in the day, and
yeah,
then like
Voodoo.
after that, like they're still good. I just lost track with them.
Yeah. But like when I hear, like when you hear a good old Godsmack song, brings you back to a simpler time.
Yeah, late '90s, early 2000.
Yep.
Any favorite albums or
Um, Probably, yeah. What's that? Yeah, I like Voodoo.
that's the one with the sun on it, I think, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Actually never owned any Godsmack albums. I was always gonna buy them as a kid. I always passed. I never had the money or something.
Yeah,
So I would
the
like I would just listen to them on the radio and shit.
no.
Next band for me, I'm gonna have to go Power Man 5000.
Hell
They
yeah.
kick they kick ass. I've seen them live 3 times. I actually shook Spider's hand on stage. It was a very cool moment. I was front row, and I just always liked Power Man. I heard him right around the time I heard Static X, and they had like the space gimmick. You know, these guys look like they're from fucking outer space and shit, and they had that gimmick, and like they did like the new metal shit, but like rap core too, like their late '90s shit, Mega Kung Fu Radio, dude. Like they were just dope. Like nobody sounded like them either. Like they had their own unique sound, and
No.
Spider had the Billy Idol hair.
Hell
You ever
yeah.
you ever see them live?
No, I haven't.
Dude, they're so good, man. One of the best shows you'll ever see.
They were at the Diesel Lounge and I wanted to go, but for some reason I wasn't able to.
They're so good, dude. Like they sound exactly like you're listening to them on CD. Like,
Oh yeah. I'm actually going to the Diesel Lounge at the end of the month. I'm gonna see Flaw. Remember Flaw?
oh yeah, that one song, "You Suck."
Yeah. And I like Self Medicate. That's a good ass song.
Yeah, I heard of them back in the day. I own one of their albums.
Yeah, they're a good, just good '90s hard rock band.
Like new metal, kind of, sorta.
So next band that comes to my, to my thoughts, for this, I would say Seven Dust. Love me some Seven Dust.
Seven
They,
Dust.
I think Seven Dust is underrated. I think they're a fantastic.
I think I seen them once live, maybe.
Yeah, I got to see them at Flint Machine Shop, and they did the anniversary. What was it? The 20 anniversary or something like that. Something like that. 2025. I think it's 20. But of Home. So that was pretty cool. So they played the whole Home album.
Yeah, I didn't really grow up with Seven Dust. I don't know why. I just didn't.
Yeah, I really liked Seven Dust.
I think I seen them live though, and I'm like, wow, those guys kick ass. Well, speaking of Seven Dust, I'm gonna say my next pick, Head PE, because Seven Dust actually did a track with them before. Head PE is just awesome. Like Head PE has so many good albums, but they have a lot of shitty albums too. So unfortunately, if you hear their bad stuff, you might think they suck, but no, they don't. You got to find their good albums, because they started off like rap core, like Limp Bizkit sorta, but then they went to new metal, but then they changed to like reggae and rap too, and heavy metal. Like they have so many different styles. It's almost like you have to find certain albums, that you're gonna like because all their shit sounds different. Because they got the like raise hell, bitch, raise hell. They got that style, but then they do the rap. He does rap. Jared, he does the rap shit too. You know,
I noticed that they're very unique.
yeah. And they rock the house. They know how to do the mosh pit still, get the crowd all wild up, but then they can slow it down, do the reggae stuff too. Jared's a really talented guy. Also play the Clue. Anyways, but I love Head PE. I love the Clue. I love it all. Jared's awesome. Head PE still kicks ass, and yeah, Head PE is awesome.
Cool. All right, so another band that comes to my thought would be Linkin Park. Linkin Park was a big part of my youth. Like when I was in middle school on the bus, I was never popular. I didn't have many friends. I just kind of stayed to myself. But I was in the front of the bus or whatever, wherever I could find the seat, and I would just had I had my headphones on, I had my Walkman, and I listened to Linkin Park, man, and that was my escape, away from the world was listening to Linkin Park.
Dude, Hybrid Theory is like the best album ever.
Yeah, the
There's
other
not
one
one
was
song on it, man.
the other one was good too. How do you say it? With the
Meteora, I think.
Yeah, that's how.
That one was really good too, but man, Hybrid Theory, man, I don't know. Like Hybrid Theory doesn't have one bad song. I used to listen to that album start to finish when I was a kid. Not one bad song.
I wanna heal. I wanna feel like I'm somewhere I belong. That was one of my favorites. Somewhere I belong.
Crawling
Me-
was one of my
I like
crawling in my skin.
Hyper was good. Theory was good, but Meteora that was the album. I had both albums, but like Meteora, that was the one I listened to in middle school. I love that. I love that album. I would just keep repeating that over and over and over.
Yeah, they're pretty close in quality, but if I had to pick, I'm gonna say Hybrid Theory because that was my first one. But then Meteora, I really loved that one too. But there's a few stinkers on it, but it's very close. But I'm gonna say Hybrid's better.
Yeah.
But I really like. Don't get me wrong, Meteora is my shit. Like I love both. Did you like the Jay-Z
Yes. That was
LPJ?
dope. That was cool.
See, I hated that when it came out. I'm like, no, like, why are they doing shit with Jay-Z, dude? What the hell is this?
You know what? When I was younger, I don't think I appreciated it, but when you
No.
listen to it now, it's dope. Like it's actually fire.
Yeah, I like it now. Now it's actually pretty dope because I'm more into everything now. But and then after that, they kind of went what? They changed up their style, and some people didn't like their new shit.
Yeah.
Their old stuff was my like the new metal stuff. That was my Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Once they like softened it and kind of, I'm like, I kind of lost track with them after the third album,
Yeah, me too.
unfortunately. But rest in peace, Chester. You kicked ass, dude.
I went to Linkin Park concert. It was at the Palace.
Wow,
That was fun.
lucky son of a bitch. I never got to see him.
Yeah.
Next band for me. Well, I was gonna say Linkin Park, so we already talked about that. We can scratch that off for me. So we had a tie right there. Um, gonna have to say Judas Priest. Now they're 70s rock metal, but man, like growing up playing GTA Vice City, you got another thing coming, and then like, man, I'm like, these guys are dope. And then obviously they were before my time, but my dad got me into them too, breaking the law and shit. So their songs when I was growing up, my dad would show me from his era, like breaking the law and all that. I was like, this is pretty dope. And actually, I could actually understand their lyrics. They weren't like, all gibberish metal. And they're rock gods. Like I don't know how to explain them. Like I seen them live recently with my dad, and the dude is like 80 years old, and the guy has a voice of a god. Like it's insane. And he doesn't lip sync either.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go Judas Priest. They kick ass.
Hell yeah. All right. Next band I go with, I'm gonna go with Limp Bizkit. And I know some people give a lot of hate to him, to the group, Fred Durst, but I like him.
Limp Bizkit's fucking awesome, dude.
And he was like, his music was involved in wrestling, and I'm a huge wrestling fan. Like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
just
it my way. It's my way or the highway. Remember that the promo they did? That was great. Yes.
rolling, 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 rolling.
Yeah, and then Undertaker had keep rolling. Like, I gotta go with Limp Bizkit, man. That's some
Dude,
nostalgia right there.
they were on my list too, so I tied with you again.
Yep.
Dude, like Chocolate Starfish was like the best album of all time when we were a kid, you know?
Yeah.
Some people love they don't like that era of Biscuit. They like more like Significant Other and $3 Bill, but I didn't like $3 Bill. I thought that album sucked.
Yeah.
I've even had a guy diss me. He's like, "You don't know real music if you don't like $3 Bill." I'm like, dude, that album was not that good. Like Significant Other was 10 times better. Like, and that actually made them money. Like Chocolate Starfish went platinum. Like I
Oh,
think multiple.
I like Chocolate Starfish.
Yeah, see, but some people diss that era. Like they suck. They were sellouts. Like, dude, they made so much money, bro. No, $3 Bill was I'm like, dude, $3 Bill had one good song, Faith. Like that was it to me. Like, do you remember $3 Bill? I don't.
Mm-mm.
I didn't care for that. And then after they quit, and I don't know, Limp Bizkit barely does anything anymore, which is a shame because they're a childhood favorite of mine. But it is what it is.
They show up at festivals.
Yeah, but after Wes Borland left the band, they just went down.
Yeah.
But they're blowing up now. The Dad Vibes came out. They're doing some shit now. They got a new music video coming out soon too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Limp Bizkit too, but since you already went, I'm gonna say another band. The Misfits. I really like the Misfits. They're 80s punk, but they continued in the 90s and 2000s. Their new stuff, I don't know. Jerry Only's like on vocals now. It don't sound the same, but he's cool. He's still a legend to me, but vocals, I like Danzig the best because
Danzig
Danzig.
is
Hmm?
Danzig is good.
Yeah, because Danzig was their like the Elvis Presley of the Misfits. Like he was like the OG, you know. And then they replaced him with Michael Graves, and I actually really like Michael Graves. I liked how he did the skull paint, and he was cool. But the Misfits have like a horror. They're like horror rock, and it's like watching a Halloween movie, and I like stuff like that. So I'm gonna say Misfits.
Hell yeah. All right, my turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with System of a Down.
System of a Down, baby.
This man. And I know they're very political, but I mean, what rock band is not political? Like, I just think they make some really good music, dude. Like, and I would love to see them in concert. It's on my bucket list to definitely see System of a Down in concert.
Yeah, I grew up with them when the Angels Deserve to Die, all that Chop Suey came out.
That's yes.
And I like Hypnotize. That's one of my favorite albums.
Yeah, dude, they don't have one bad album. They're just what's their Surge is Surge the lead singer? He's incredible.
Yeah, that dude is legend.
Yeah.
I like System of a Down. They're not all their shit, but a lot of their stuff I like.
Yeah.
Nobody sounds like them, you know. They got their own.
That's
I don't
why I
know.
like them.
Yeah. Next for me gonna be I'm gonna go rapper this time. Hobson. Hobson is fucking dope, man. Who don't like Hobson, dude? That dude is on the level of Eminem, dude. He's just independent Eminem, dude. Like he's the
Hell,
black Eminem, dude. He is the black Eminem. Like that dude can rap. I seen him live once during the I Am Raw tour before he blew up. Kind of went right when he was about to blow up. It was the dopest rap show I've ever fucking seen. Like when it came to like mic skills, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like people were like breakdancing on the floor and shit. It was so cool. And Hobson's pants kept falling down. He kept having to tie his belt. I got to meet him that night. I got his autograph, him and Swizz. Dude, it was dope.
That's cool.
Fucking love Hobson. You like Hobson?
Yeah.
Like the ill mind of Hobson? Like, fucking sweet.
Yeah. No, he's
I-
good. He's good.
To me, his best album's Raw. Raw is that's one of my favorite albums ever.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, my turn.
Nope.
Next band I'm gonna go with Skillet. I don't know if you ever heard of Skillet. They're the biggest Christian band of all time.
Yeah,
all
they're
genre.
good.
Like biggest hard rock. Like, dude, they went platinum. Like they're really good.
I like Skillet. They're not my favorite, but they're really good.
I gotta go with Skillet.
I'm gonna have to go next. I'm gonna go two rappers. Well, actually, technically three. I gotta add Twisted, man. I gotta I gotta add Twisted. Twisted's my shit. I'm a big Twisted head. And next to Twisted, Eminem.
Okay, cool.
Like, I first heard Twisted early 2000s when Freak Show came out. I loved how they did the face paint and they could actually rap. Like they actually had talent and like they had bars and shit and they could do rock music and rap. They do it both. And like the way nobody sounds like Twisted. Twisted's its own like thing, man. Like I don't know any rappers that do what they do. I mean, yeah, there's ICP and ABK, which but like Twisted, something about them is just unique to me. Like their look, their rapping style, their albums, they have themes. Like Twisted was just always fucking cool to me. And they had the Halloween. To me, they're like their Halloween rap. Like Twisted is fucking sweet.
Yeah,
And
I like Twisted, and I like the rock shit.
oh yeah, I love it too.
That's what really impressed me. Like, I've always thought they were good because, like, no disrespect, but I'm not an ICP fan. But like I always thought Twisted was kind of cool. I'm like, yeah, I can dig this. I felt like Twisted was gonna be something special one day, and they are. They're doing their own shit now, like they're cool and they're so talented. Like Charles, he got me their rock album and every song is great. Like it's you're banging your head. Like the guys are talented.
Yeah, plus they're from Detroit, so they're repping the D.
Yeah, and even the rap shit is good too.
Astronomicon, they're doing that now.
Yep.
Oh. As far as Eminem though, who hasn't talked about Eminem? Eminem, top rapper like ever that ever fucking existed. Like the dude has sold more albums than anybody in history of rap. Like Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP, my favorite shit. Like Eminem, like come on, bro, Eminem, dude.
My next one, I'm gonna go with actually a newer band because I also want to show some love to the newer bands as well. But it's a band called From Ashes to New, and they are really good. And pretty much they're pretty much like Linkin Park, but a little heavier. That's the best way to describe them, and they are really good.
From ashes to new.
Yep. And I've been very fortunate, and I got to see them live. I went to a concert with my uncle, and it was good. It was at the Shelter, which that's where Eminem got his start.
Saints, fucking St.
It's
Andrews.
it's in the basement of St. Andrews Hall. So a little fun fact about Eminem: that's where he got his start. That's where he where he was nervous and he did that rap about mom's spaghetti. That's where it went down. The Shelter.
Isn't that cool? We live here. Like we live in this shit, man.
Yeah.
We're OGs, right?
Yeah. But they're for Masters. They're really cool. Like there's one guy in the band that raps, and then the other guy he's the more singer, and then he throws some screams in. It's good. They just keep throwing out great song after great songs. Just pure headbangers.
Next band, I'm gonna say, growing up, I thought they were decent, and then for a minute, I actually got tired of them. But nowadays, like I've been actually listening to more and more of their shit, and I'm like, man, like it's not like I hated them back in the day. I'm just like, I just thought they were all right because grunge already died off, new metal was taking over. But like Nirvana, for me, Nirvana, dude, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know the radio overplays them, like I get it, but like, dude, their Nevermind album and like Yurdio, whatever, however you pronounce it, like those are like classics in rock history.
Yeah. I respect it. I'm just so tired of hearing Team Spirit. So tired of it.
Yeah, but when you first heard that song, you knew that was like the best shit ever.
But even he got tired of it too, because like when he came out with that song, people kept playing it, and even he was pissed. He's like this song's gonna get overplayed because he didn't want to be like, he didn't want to be that type of person that their music is constantly being heard. So even he was like mad that it took off. He was kind of mad it took off, and they kept playing it over and over and over.
Yeah, I heard he wasn't a big fan of Nevermind, but like, dude, I don't care what he says. Like that album, there's not one bad song on it. It's kind of like a like Hybrid Theory.
Yeah.
Like all their best songs are on that album. I mean,
That
Yurdio, the other one, I know I'm butchering that shit. That had "Rape Me." I like that song, but you'll never hear that on the radio.
that's why like with like I like all the classic songs we grew up with, but like when you hear it over and over, it's like, I don't want to, there's even some Breaking Benjamin songs that I'm tired of hearing. That's why I kind of like I like to try to listen to new bands, bands I never heard, and it's nice to kind of mix it up, and you know that's why
Yeah,
like now I tend to like I like all the classic 90s hard rock and stuff, but I tend to listen to more, hard rock that's coming out right now.
yeah, like Nirvana is overplayed. That's why I didn't get into them for a while. I'm like, there's the grunge is dead. Growing up, I'm like, I didn't care a lot, but like, I listen to a lot of their stuff now, like the MTV Live shit they did, uncut or whatever,
Yeah.
unplugged. Like that shit is legendary, dude. I really like them now. They can be chill or they can be hard too. And Kurt Cobain's like legend status, so I'm gonna have to say Nirvana. All right, we're gonna name one more band, and then we're gonna go into the shitty bands next.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do another new band that's newer. And Charles and I actually we both got to see him live. I got to see him twice, going with Dropout Kings.
Dropout King.
Yeah, they're dope. They're-
Yeah, Dropout Kings. I don't know, man. Dropout Kings are just fucking sweet as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I discovered them. I was at a show and I forgot. Oh, I was at OTEP show. You know the band OTEP?
Yeah.
I was at their show and they were one of the openers, and I didn't really think much of it. Like, there was a white guy and then there's the black guy, the rapper guy, and he had like a bandana kind of like on his head, and I'm like, this is either going to be really good or this is going to be lame. And they tore down the house, and instantly I was a fan. And then I told you about it. I said, dude, check out Dropout Kings.
Yeah, 'cause they're bringing back new metal,
Yeah.
They
And
got some swag in there, but it's mainly new metal.
yeah, it's good. Like, I recommend you guys listen to them. And I got to meet them, and I got their autograph on their new CD.
I mean, I apologize, not swag. I meant screamo or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're
it was
dope.
good.
I'm glad you told me about them. They're on Cottonmouth King's label. They're blowing up.
And they were at that Twisted show, remember?
Yeah.
That Halloween show they did.
Yeah, they're
They-
blowing up in the jug scene. You there?
Yep. Yeah, I'm just waiting for you.
Next band, I gotta say Kiss, because Kiss is fucking awesome. Come on, Detroit Rock City. Come on, man. Like Kiss is awesome. Like they're like rock legends. Like some people only know a few of their songs. Rock and roll all night, party every day. Yeah, we've heard that a million times on the radio. They have so much better shit. Like, come on, man. Like they have they have tons of albums, and they do 80. They even dropped the paint before and did 80s hair metal, glam. They've done it all. Like Kiss, they're very theatrical. God of Thunder live is like one of those experiences. It felt like a horror movie when I watched it live. Like it was fucking crazy. Gene did the blood, spitting fire. Like Paul Stanley, he could sing, man. Like Kiss is just kick fucking ass to me. And my dad was a big Kiss fan growing up. So Kiss is just in my blood. So definitely Kiss. And
Which that reminds me, dude, I need that Detroit Rock City movie. I had it at one time, but I don't know what happened to it, but I definitely need to add that to my collection again.
that's such a good movie.
Sick.
I love that movie.
Now,
And honorable mention, I'm gonna have more at the end, but I gotta say my boy Tech Nine.
oh, you gotta love Tech Nine.
Tech Nine is like one of the most talented rappers ever. Like to me, he's up there with Eminem as far as talent. Like, dude, you can't
Yeah.
fuck with Tech Nine, man.
I love Tech Nine. There's one thing I was a little disappointed, but I get it. You got to get the money. He did a song with Lil Wayne, and I'm just like, why? I mean, even Eminem did a song with Lil Wayne, but that's just how it is. Like, if you want that money, you got to do shit with Lil Wayne, I guess.
Well, Lil Wayne is like the John Cena of rap. Like you make cash off that dude.
Yeah, I don't like him, and I get it. I know a lot of people like him, and that's okay. It's just I can't stand his music. Can't stand him.
Well, Tech does that with all those rappers. Like he'll collab with anybody for the attention. Tech has always did that.
But
And the money.
but the problem I had with that song, it was so mainstream. Like it was, and it was played on the radio. Like it was not Tech Nine. I'm like, Tech Nine, you're better than this, dude. Like you don't need to be doing this stupid
Well,
music.
Tech Nine has always said mainstream went Tech. Tech didn't go mainstream. That's what he says.
Yeah. But it did it did. I forgot what the song was called. Like it was so stupid, that song that he did. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
Fine.
don't like all tech stuff. I just like what I like of tech.
Is that make the hood go crazy? You know, I'm talking
Yeah,
about make the hood go crazy.
fuck all that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm like
more
that.
into like angelic, absolute power. That's my shit.
What's oh yeah? Since we're talking about Tech Nine, there is a band I do like on his label, or maybe they're not anymore. Cess Crew, they're good.
They're fucking dope.
Yeah, they're dope.
I forgot about them. They're good.
Yeah,
But Tech is the number one independent rapper in the world. He sells more than anybody in the independent scene.
yeah,
He's like the Rock of rap, you know, like Dwayne Johnson.
yeah.
He's
He
even
did
rap.
it.
He's even rapping with the Rock now. You see that?
Yeah, yeah,
The Rock is a big Tech Nine fan. Like, holy shit, that's dope.
yeah.
But I think that's the end of the our favorite artists, most of them that we enjoy, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
mean,
have some,
I could go on, and on, but that's just like that's pretty much all the ones from a lot of them. That's the from my childhood, and then a few of them I currently listen to now.
I mean, we're gonna have honorable mentions at the end. Any bands you forgot, we can say some honorable mentions.
Yeah,
I got a lot actually, a lot of honorable because I like tons of music, like 80s, like ska, like I have way more. It's just those are the ones that.
The PowerKast Progression Radio with Power.
Welcome back to the PowerKast Progression. Today we're talking about music, bands, rappers, all that good stuff. We just went over some of our top favorite bands, and now we're going to the shitty, bad, worst bands that we don't like. That we just personally, it's just our opinion. You know, some people might like these guys, but this is just our opinion. So I'm gonna go first. I might get hate for this, but I'm gonna have to say the Foo Fighters.
oh, I was just gonna say that I don't like the Foo Fighters either. I think they're overrated, very overrated.
So we're tied for that.
Yeah, I that was actually on my mind.
Yeah, they suck. I don't like the guy's voice, the lead singer, they always constantly play the most overplayed songs on the radio. Like I know they probably have better stuff, but like from what I heard on albums and the radio, I just don't like them.
Yeah,
There goes my hero. Like they're very repetitive.
yeah,
I think I might have liked one of their songs back in the day, but that's it.
yeah,
They're cool guys. They are cool guys. Like the one guy was the drummer for Nirvana. Like they're cool. It's just I don't like their music.
yeah.
Uh, I don't like the Foo Fighters.
Now, can we mention like artists if it's not a band?
Yeah, rap, rock, pop, it don't matter.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne,
Yeah, I'm just not a fan, and I know people are, but I'm just not. I don't like his voice. I don't like it.
dude, his voice is pretty annoying. I'm gonna agree on there.
Yeah. And I don't like Drake either. Cannot stand Drake. Tired of hearing about him.
Mr. Popularity.
Yeah.
So why don't you like Lil Wayne? Just his voice, or
Yeah, I don't like his voice, and I don't know, dude, man. I'm very picky when it comes to rap. Very picky. And I don't that's why you notice in my list I barely even I mean, I like when it's mixed with rock, but like some of that hip hop rap, I just don't not a fan of it. I don't even like Post Malone. I think Post Malone is stupid. And it's cool. He's a wrestling fan. That's cool. But like even his shit, I'm tired of hearing.
Lil Wayne never sounded hardcore to me. He sounded always whiny and scratchy and shit. Like I liked his shit with like Big Timers and all that, but like once he just did solo stuff, I thought he was overrated. But I get it. A lot of people like Lil Wayne. He's huge, but like I'm not big into him either, so I'm gonna have to agree there. But hey, if you like Lil Wayne, that's cool. But we're just not fans.
Yeah. Can I say one more?
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj. I cannot stand her. Cannot stand that bitch, dude. I don't like her.
She got a big fat ass though.
Yeah, but her music's terrible. She thinks she's a shit. She thinks she's untouchable. Like, I don't like her. Can't stand her music.
Yeah, not my type of music either.
Any of that shit I can't stand. Anything that's closer to her style, I can't stand.
Oh, like the poppy rap or mumble rap and all that.
Oh, don't get me started on mumble rap. I hate mumble rap.
With fucking what is it called? The echo? No, it's not the echo. Where they edit the voice to make it like
Yeah.
the fuck is that
And,
called?
and I'm not a fan of new country. I'm not a fan of new country. Can't stand new country. I like old school country. I like Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson. You know, I like oldies music, shit like that. But I can't stand this new country where they're just talking about their Chevy truck and you know what I mean? Like just
My Chevy truck, baby.
yeah, you wanna ride on my tractor, girl, and
I tracked it. Oh, yes, you do. Back my
but I get it. I get it. Women love it. A lot of cute girls love it. So it's like I will put up with it. Like I will be a good sport. But personally, I don't like it. I think it's horrible and yeah.
I
It
like
makes me
it if I'm on a vacation, like in the country, in the boonies. It fits the atmosphere, but it's not my type of music either. It's okay.
but like I said, I'll be a good sport. So one day, you know, if I have a girl, you know, and I go to a concert with her, you'll know that I must really love her because I can't stand that shitty ass music. But I will be a good sport about it for my girl.
So do you like rap more than country?
I guess yeah, I guess you could yeah. I mean there's some rap I like. There's some rap I actually do like. Like
What
Seth's
about
Crew.
what about techno? You like techno?
Yeah, techno. I like techno.
Like
I
rave
just
parties? Shit?
I'm not a druggie and I'm not gonna pop pills and shit while that music's going on.
Yeah, that's only for a certain crowd.
Yeah. But I like it. I respect it.
Next artist, I'm gonna have to say, I might get hate for this. Calm down, you guys. Green Day.
I don't like Green Day either.
You don't like Green Day?
They were actually on my list too. Not a Green Day
Wow.
fan.
I'm sick of hearing them on the radio. Like even their shit not on the radio. I'm like, I'm just not into Green Day.
And I don't 100% hate them, but I'm not really a fan of My Chemical Romance.
Dude, they're fucking good. What?
I'm not really a fan of them.
I used to think they sucked, but like I've been listening more of them. They're fucking good, dude.
Like that Black Parade song, like sounds annoying.
The song from Clerks 3 is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, at least we had a difference there, a disagreement.
Some of it I do like, but some of it I can't get into.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like When I Come Around. That's my favorite Green Day song ever. I liked that era of Green Day, When I Come Around. But once they did the black hair and the eyeliner and I Walk Alone and all that crap, no, that I don't like that Green Day. I liked when they just looked normal and did songs like When I Come Around and Warning. I liked some of that and the Insomnia song, whatever it is. I relate to that song. Brain Stew, but like a lot of their other shit I'm just not into. I know people love Green Day, no hate. I'm just not big into them.
Yeah. And some punk music I'm into, like, and some of them not. Like, I like Blink-182. They're cool, but then it kind of goes back and forth with me with some punk.
Yeah, because like early punk is good, but then pop punk is totally different.
Yeah. But
Next for me, I'm gonna have to say Bruno Mars. He sucks.
yeah. No, I don't really like Bruno Mars.
Dude, his voice, the whole like, his whole get up. You're the most beautiful girl in the world and all that stupid crap. Like, dude, you sound like a whiny little bitch.
Yeah. That's why pretty much all that.
Like, he just, I don't know, that guy's so whiny and annoying. I get it. Women might like that stuff, but I'm like, this guy's weak, man. I mean, his voice is so whiny. I'm just like, he doesn't sound like a tough guy or nothing. Like, and hey, if that's his style and he wants to do the beautiful girl and all that, like, not my thing.
Now, remind me, you're saying Clerks 3. What song was played by My Chemical Romance? I don't remember.
Uh, I forget the song, but it's about like, the hospital, him on the deathbed. But it's
Oh,
such a good song.
it's not Black Parade. It's not that Black Parade song.
Mm, Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard all their songs, but some of them I don't like, but
It's
some of
the
them are not.
song. It's the song in the intro where they're playing hockey. Remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That,
That's not bad. That's
that's
okay.
fucking good, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe I used to diss them back in the day. I'm like, dude, they're fucking good.
Yeah, I guess I would have to maybe I would have to give them a second chance, cuz but like when I was younger, I just like I couldn't really get into them or the Used. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't I've never really been the biggest fan of punk. I mean, I've always liked Blink-182, but they were like the exception. But so I guess honestly, I would have to like really sit down and give them a chance again, and then maybe I would change.
You will change.
Yeah, I could change my view on them, kind of like you did.
Um, any other bands for you?
Um, I don't know. I can't. I mean, don't really anything top of my head. Just pretty much every new country song or artist, I don't really care for.
Back in the day, I felt like I hated a lot more music. Like when I was a kid, I didn't even like Tupac and like all that. And like now I'm like, I'm stupid. Like Tupac is like the Michael Jordan of rap. Like he just
Yeah,
wasn't my back then. But like, I don't hate as many bands now. But man, I'm gonna have to go Danny Brown. Have you heard of this guy?
Danny Brown.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's a rapper. I think he's horrible. A lot of people like him. He sucks to me.
yeah, I don't like if we're going the rap route. I don't like Chris Brown.
Well, this is Danny Brown, I believe his name is.
No, I'm just saying like Chris. I don't like Chris Brown and all those dumb R&B
Danny
people.
Brown, this guy raps like this. I'm like, why do people like this guy? He sounds like a fucking duck. Like, this
Yeah.
guy's whack, brah. And then I'm gonna have to say, I know this guy's a Detroit legend. I hate to diss somebody from the D, but I didn't. He's not the worst thing in the world. He's just not my. I'm like, man, like, why is he like whispers as he raps? And I don't know. From what I heard, I did not like him. Cold 187. That was one of his rap names, but he's gone as other names too. But I thought he was just the way he would rap, like whisper and all that. I'm like, I'm not really into this guy. Like, this is pretty bad.
Oh.
But I don't know. I know he's a legend though. I'm not dissing him. It's just not my kind of rap.
Yeah. Now for a rap group I actually did like, Cypress Hill.
Oh, Cypress Hill's sweet.
They were good.
They
Like
did rock too.
yeah, that's like there is some rap I do like, but there's other rap I'm not a fan of.
You gotta respect Cypress Hill. They're OGs, dude.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for me when it comes. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot more, but I mean I'm just summing it up.
I mean, there's a few more for me, but like, I was gonna say, people might hate me for this too. Led Zeppelin. I cannot stand the guy's voice.
Of course, I mentioned this earlier, but I'm not a fan of ICP.
Oh, you got to repeat that one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of ICP. Insane Clown Posse.
Well, they're not for everybody.
No, I can't get into them.
Yeah,
they
they're
got
kind of like
they got a few songs that I guess are okay, like "Fuck the World" and but I don't know. I'm just they're not my cup of tea.
they're like a low budget horror movie. Like either you love it, it's cult like it has a cult fan base, or you don't like you're not into it basically.
Yeah,
Me, I love ICP. Their old shit. I'll always like their old stuff. Like
yeah.
I
I'm not
I love ICP. But
I'm not really even a fan of their old stuff.
no, it just wasn't your thing.
Just wasn't my thing.
I mean, I respect them as in their legacy. They're hustlers. They bust their ass
There,
together, just like
there's a lot
Eminem.
of there's a lot of people that like a lot of cool people, and hats off to you guys. I'm glad you're still a juggalo. Cool, but it's not for me. Not my lifestyle.
I just don't like their new stuff. Their new stuff's hit and miss to me. I'm just like, dude, like they don't even sound like ICP anymore.
Oh, what's that song called? That one they took the Lil Wayne beat. That one is awful.
Oh, 6 foot, 7 foot, that was terrible.
Song is trash.
See,
Absolutely trash.
that's not my ICP. I like the dreadlocks. That was my ICP. Back when they actually did like horror and the wicked shit or whatever. Now it's like they're evolving to this different style. I'm just like, I'm not into that ICP. But yeah, I mean, we all have opinions though. I mean, like me, like I know some people might love Led Zeppelin, and I get it, they're legends, but the guy's voice annoys me. It's so boring. It's just too mellow for me. Maybe it's good stoner music. Maybe I'm just not into Led Zeppelin. They're too,
I know some people hate on Guns N' Roses 'cause they don't like his voice.
which is fucking crazy to me because they're fucking 80s legends.
I like them, but I've heard some people say, "Oh my God, what was it? Axl Rose, his name? Axl
Yeah, a
Rose.
lot of people don't like Axl Rose. I love
I
his
like
voice.
I like Van Halen. That's an old timer band that classic
Dude, Van
rock.
Halen's fucking awesome.
Van Halen's sweet.
I
And
love
then
Van.
I mean, you can't go wrong with AC/DC. AC/DC's good, and Metallica's good.
Now, are these your honorable mentions?
Yeah, I'm just throwing some, because I didn't really mention, old school ones.
Yeah, I got a big list of honorable mentions.
Yeah,
I mean, we pretty much went over our tops, our shittiest, the worst, our opinions on what's good, what ain't. But music is very like it's an art form, It's like seeing a picture of a painting. Somebody might think that's a terrible piece of art, and then somebody else might love it. That's what music is.
yeah,
It's
and
subjective.
I like Michael Jackson. I mean, who doesn't like Michael Jackson? Prince is classic. Yeah, I
Oh,
like old school pop. I'm not really a fan of new pop, but I like old school pop. Can't go
I
wrong with old school pop.
like Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls,
Yeah,
NSYNC.
and I even like oldies. I love oldies.
Well, anything can be considered pop though nowadays. Like even Eminem, you can call him pop.
Oh,
If you're in the mainstream like that, you're pop.
yep,
Like yeah, you're rap, but like you're a pop star too. Like come on.
yeah. But like what I tend to listen to the majority of the time is hard rock. That's what I like the best. But
Hard
I
rock.
mean, I'll listen to everything else. But like when I really need to listen to music and get down to business, I'm listening to hard rock. Yes.
Oh yeah. Um, I'm gonna say my honorable mentions. I got a list. So my honorable mentions for tonight's PowerKast bands obviously I like. This isn't every band I like, but this is a big chunk. Um, Alanis Morissette, Michael Jackson, Boyz II Men, Ludacris, Ice Cube, NWA, Weird Al, No Doubt, 3 Days Grace, Metallica, Twisted
Yes.
Twisted Sister, Genesis / Phil Collins, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, ICP, The Old Shit, Dope, Fear Factory,
Love dope.
Incubus, Third Eye Blind,
Yes.
Sugar Ray, Spice Girls, Billy Squire, Pink Floyd, Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, Prince, The Cranberries, Smashing Pumpkins, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Korn, Marilyn Manson, Divinyls, Queen, AC/DC, Wasp, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Def Leppard, B-52s, Motley Crue, REM, Guns N' Roses, and Skid Row.
Nice. Those are some great mentions right there. Those are all solid bands, dude.
Well, I'm a big I like 90s alternative rock a lot too. Like that's
I'm
my era.
glad you I'm glad you mentioned them because it's just too much for me to mention.
Oh, and
So
Bloodhound Gang. I like Bloodhound Gang a lot. They're a good comedy band.
yeah,
Yep. So overall, that was the PowerKast Progression Radio with Power. Tonight's episode was music. Whether you agree or disagree, that's our taste.
yeah.
But thank you guys for viewing tonight's episode. You can catch us on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music. We're on a lot of streaming apps now in audio form or video form. So we will see you on the next PowerKast Progression. I'm Charles Reed.
This is your boy Marky Marc.
See ya.
The PowerKast Progression Radio with Power.